What is going on, guys? I want to add up the total cost of my Adeptus Mechanicus army. So let's jump right into it and see how much this thing cost. We are going right to the Games Workshop website. And here we are. Let's start adding things to the cart and see how much we spent. I'm going to skip over the start collecting. Obviously, you could save some money doing so, but let's start with the codex. We have one Adeptus Mechanicus codex. I think this is going to be pretty funny to just determine, maybe not funny, even shocking how much actually it costs to build out a huge army. And my army is probably not that huge compared to some of yours. So I recommend you try this with one of your armies, and I would love to watch that video and see what you spent. And then, of course, any kind of way to save money, get a discount miniature. If your local game store offers discounts, buy part of it from a friend. So let's jump down here. We got 2 Tech Priest Dominus. Those are my 2 HQs. Although I also have 2 Engine Seers for HQ units, so we'll get there when we get there. I have 2 units of Rangers. So we'll add that up. And 3 units of Vanguard. So these are my troops. I do have more than this that aren't painted right now. I'm just adding up my total painted army. And then stick around for the end. I will add in all the units I have yet to paint and the allied units, like the Assassins and Imperial Knights. So moving on, I got 3 Iron Striders. These guys are really, really good. If you play AdMech, you probably don't see a lot of other people play these guys, but that's just because they're really expensive, first off, per model. They're not a ton of points in game, but they don't probably see the actual power of these guys. For 1 command point, you can give them +2 to hit. So they'll be hitting on 1s, re-rolling 1s. So yes, of course, 1s always fail. I know how to play the game. But that means if somebody's a -1 to hit, you still hit them on a 2. I have 4 units of Ruststalkers. Well, actually, they are infiltrators, but we'll just add them right now while we see the thing here. I have 0 Ruststalkers. I have 2 Onager Dune Crawlers. We're already... oh, Lord. We're already at $800. Oh, man, that's funny. I don't know if it's funny, but kind of funny. I have 15 Electro Priests. That's 3 boxes. And 10 painted Electro Priests with the stick. These are the jazz hands. These are the stick ones. They're both good. These guys with the jazz hands, people don't seem to use them a lot. They're really, really good. Now, in the current Space Marine meta of 40K, maybe not so much because they don't have AP. So they're probably going to bounce off a lot of Space Marines' power armor and cover. So be wary. I have 3 units of Breachers. What the heck? Seems like it's not doing anything. Oh no, I think my thing froze. Alright, hold on. Something's happening on this website. Alright, bear with me here. Okay, here we go. Let's check the cart. Fortunately, we got to now check because of the damn website. Cataphrone Breachers, 2 units. So I need to add 1 more. So let's add 1 more unit of Breachers. 1 unit of Destroyers. I do also have the cards. Fun fact for you. These cards, there's a new, in Chapter Approved, there's a new way to use the cards where you draw up a hand of 5 and you have 3 in play. It's really, really fun. I might do a video on that, but we've been really enjoying that way of play lately. I have 2 Engine Seers. Actually, I only have 1 of this model and I have 1 of this model. So I got 1 of the cheap ones too. And then I have 2 boxes of robots. And we'll add him in right now, I guess. Because he is a part of the book, but technically he's going to be an ally. But we do have an Imperial Knight too. So there we go. That's the painted AdMech army coming in at $1,635. Now, that would be a crazy price tag to walk into the store, grab everything, and walk out with that. I have almost all the units. I have a mixture of styles I could play, a lot of different army builds, because I basically took a bunch of, I bought a lot of the different units so I can mix and match. But just so you can see, the price is pretty big. Now my army's probably 4,000 points maybe. So you obviously don't need this much if you're starting your army. Also, if you have maybe a more clear idea of the army you want to build, you won't buy units you maybe never play with. Now, just for fun, I'm going to add in the extra knights that I have. So these guys, I have a Valiant, and I have the Armigers. And I'm only adding these in because they are a part of my AdMech army, or when I purchased them, they were going to be a part of. The Valiant, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with. I think I'm going to give the Valiant away on Patreon, actually. If he's still in box, brand new, give him away on Patreon if we hit over $50 a month and start doing giveaways. So I also have these Armigers. I'm going to add them here right now, but I have a box of them I'd like to give away too on Patreon. So definitely sign up for the Patreon if you like the channel. And you get entered in even if you don't do a really high pledge. But if you do the $25 pledge, you will get sent a free set of paintbrushes, which I just sent one out the other day. Hopefully they like them. So that's the Imperial Knights we added in. Now let's add in my Assassins. So we got one of each of these guys. And they're really good. I painted these up for my AdMech, but also for my Space Marines. But with the new rules, you wouldn't ally these guys with the Space Marines because you'll end up losing some of your special rules. So you might want to look into how you could build an army and lose those rules and include these guys. They're very strong. I do have the White Dwarf, but whatever. We don't need to add that. And then now our total is $2,008. And that's getting crazy. But the real crazy part, I think, is going to be when I add in the rest of the unpainted AdMech that I have, that I got to help fill out the, basically every style of build. So we're going to jump into that right now. When we're going to add Balsarius Call, we have 4 more units of troops. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 more units of troops. We have 5 more of these guys here, the Infiltrated Ruststalker kit. I have 1 more Dune Crawler. I have 5 more Electro Priest, 10 more Stick Boys, Electro Priest, 3 more boxes of Destroyers, and 2 more boxes of the robots, and 1 more Imperial Knight that is just primed. So there we go. Oh wow, $3,000 on the nose. That's pretty funny. So apparently, if you want to play AdMech, all you need is $3,000. And it's that simple. You can play Adeptus Mechanicus in Warhammer 40K 8th edition. If you just went to the store and you saw a $3,000 price tag, nobody would play this game. So it's pretty funny how over time we're willing to keep buying and paying for this stuff. And I mean, this is just my army I have painted, and maybe my second biggest army. My biggest army is probably my Eldar. My Space Marines, I have all Primera stuff, and I got quite a bit of it. And I also have Thousand Suns, but I'm selling them. I have Tyranids that I'm selling, I believe. Imperial Guard that I'm selling, I believe. All the demons from all the gods. And then, so much more. I have other game systems and stuff. So there you have it. Just a cool $3,000. No big deal, not including tax. Couple quick tips on how to save some money. If you want to get into an army, maybe first find somebody selling that army for like $200-300. Because clearly you can buy a pretty decent sized army for a couple $100. And if you're looking at this $3,000 price tag, any way you can get that down is a good thing. So maybe pick up somebody else's army or pick up two people's armies and then just buy those few units you need to, max out the things you like. Another option, of course, is if your local friendly game store has, discounts. Like we have a frequent buyer card at the store I shop at. So every time you fill it up, you get 20% off your whole purchase. So buy some stuff here and there, and then when you fill it up, spend $300-400. Save $60-80 on your purchase. Pretty cool. And there we have it. $3,000. I was not expecting that. So that's kind of fun. Hopefully you guys make a video like this. This is more of, I guess, just a video for us to kind of have a laugh at how much this hobby costs. So, and this is in no way saying don't buy it, because it is really fun and you'll have a lot of fun with your friends and make new friends. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.